Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Tuesday, August the 20th. Glad you can be with us. Hope you'll stick around for the next 10 minutes or so. We got two topics today. Let's start first of all with Frank Thatcher. Welcome to Radio Friends, Frank.
Thank you for having me.
And you're here from Boonville to tell us about the Friends of Historic Boonville, Missouri River Festival of the Arts.
That is correct.
And that's coming up a couple
Starts
days from
this
now.
Thursday.
Yeah, so what goes on?
3 nights of classical music. It's the 38th annual. We have two things going for us in Boonville. We have Thespian Hall, the oldest theater west of the Allegheny Mountains.
And the acoustics in
are
Thespian
absolutely
Hall.
spectacular.
They are.
Yes.
They are. No matter where you sit in that auditorium, you've got a beautiful view and you've got beautiful sound.
Absolutely. And then David Halen, the concert master of the St. Louis Symphony, who brings all these wonderful professional musicians to Boonville. Mostly St. Louis Symphony, but people from around the country as well. Thursday night, we're bringing Mary Jane Lee in. She was here 3 years ago. She's a soprano. When Mary Jane leaves after performing in Boonville, she will do a residency at the Metropolitan Opera in New York. So that tells you the quality of her voice.
So
Yes.
she's going from Boonville to New York City.
Yes.
Okay.
And her program will start with La Boheme and end with George Gershwin and a whole bunch of stuff in between.
That sounds wonderful.
So it'll be a wonderful night.
So that's Thursday night.
That's Thursday
Then
night.
Friday?
Friday night is David's, where we do solos, duets, string quartets, piano quartets. We'll be doing a lot of different things. David is, let me get my paper here. They're going to do a Dvorak. The final piece will be Dvorak's Piano Quartet number 2, which is a wonderful piece. Chi Yun will perform that night. She's performing Friday and Saturday night. She is professor of music and artist in residence at Southern Methodist University, and is a world-renowned solo violinist.
So you've got three evenings of beautiful music in beautiful settings.
Yes.
So if people want tickets, how can they go about it?
You can go online to friendsofhistoricboonville.org until next Monday, when we move to the theater and we can't sell online anymore, or you can call the Friends of Historic Boonville at 660-882-7977.
Okay, so the best way to do, since this is Tuesday and your show starts on Thursday, is to call the Friends of Historic Boonville.
Yes.
Okay? Can you get them at the door also?
At the door, yes, they're available at the door. We normally don't sell out. Saturday night will probably be our biggest crowd this year.
So what the best thing is to call.
Call.
Friends of Historic
Just call the
Boonville.
number, yes.
Frank, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Frank Thatcher. Now, I turn to two of our friends from University Hospital. We have Dr. Courtney Barnes with us, OBGYN. Good to have you here, Doctor.
Thanks for having us.
And Lori Lampe, RN. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
The reason you're here today is to bring awareness to breastfeeding. August is National Breastfeeding Awareness Month.
That's right.
And I asked you before we came on, what's the percentage of moms that are breastfeeding?
We'd say about 70 to 80% of our mothers come to the hospital wanting to breastfeed.
Now that's a lot higher than it was many years ago.
It has increased, that is for sure.
Yeah. But what, 40 or 50 years ago, breastfeeding was not looked upon as the best thing to do.
Well, there was a period of time when we thought maybe formula and breast milk was about the same.
But that's not true.
We have found now that there's significant risk to using formula. And so we're trying more and more to support mothers in breastfeeding. And that's why our hospital is working towards becoming baby friendly.
You were giving me some of the wonderful advantages of breastfeeding. You're passing immune systems onto your baby when you're breastfeeding, right?
Mm-hmm. That's one thing people don't realize is that, say I'm a breastfeeding mother, which I happen to be, and I'm exposed to some sort of bug in the environment. My body makes an immune response to that, and I pass that to my baby through breast milk, and so she gets immunity from my system.
And that immunity will stay with her for the rest of her life.
Well, it protects her from that illness at that time, which is why babies who are breastfed don't have as many diarrheal illnesses, upper respiratory illnesses, ear infections, because it protects them from those illnesses.
Yeah. Are there any reasons, Lori, as an RN, any reasons that you could see at all why a mom would not breastfeed or want to breastfeed?
I don't see any reason they shouldn't, but I know it's difficult because the support, a lot of parents, their parents did not breastfeed, and so they haven't been around it. And there's different techniques to make it easy, and that's what I do. Is I am the outpatient lactation consultant at Green Meadows Pediatrics, and I see Monday through Friday babies and mothers to help them, show them ways to make it easier for right there and when they go back to work, so that they can breastfeed for a year.
Even when they go back to work, because
Yes.
they can get the pump and pump that milk out, store it. How long will it stay?
Depends where you store it, but Lori knows all of the specifics.
If you, in a deep freeze, you can keep milk for a year.
You can?
Yes, yes.
So if you're planning to have another child a year from now, you can stock up on that milk, put it away.
Yeah.
It will. But
It
you
will.
were also telling me that, I said, what does it taste like? You said the taste changes daily. Is that right? And
According-
why does the taste change daily?
It reflects what the mother is eating. So the child actually can broaden his or her palate just by being exposed to the variety of flavors that the mom is eating.
So the child may be exposed to liking vegetables and fruits,
That's right.
and not even realize why she likes or he likes vegetables and fruits because mom was eating it when they were breastfeeding.
And the other thing that's awesome is that the child stops eating when it's full, and it's not being force-fed to eat more. So therefore, the child's going to learn to just stop eating when they're satisfied.
And is it also true that the makeup of the breast milk from the mother adjusts itself to the need of what the child has at that particular stage of their life?
Yes, it's amazing. Nobody can create breast milk or a match for breast milk. It has to be made by humans because it's ever changing, which is really awesome.
That's amazing. If people want more information on Breastfeeding Awareness Month, what can they do?
They can call Lori Lampe at the Green Meadows Clinic, and she runs a phenomenal lactation clinic, and it's a great resource for everyone in our community.
Okay. Doctor, thank you so much for coming by. And Lori Lampe, RN, thank you for
pleasure.
coming
Thank
by
you.
from University Hospital. And Frank Thatcher, thank you. Don't forget, if you want those tickets,
Call
you
the
need to
theater.
call the Friends of Historic Boonville. The festival runs this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Okay, tomorrow we're going to talk about D&H Drugs. They have some good information about, well, late summer allergies, and Central Missouri Dietetic Association. Our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director today is Casey Morrell, just like the mushrooms. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.